Hello everyone, this is Epic Speakerman speaking. Today I will talk about how 59 episode was filled with many events, and one of them is the appearance of Speakerman's, also about what will happen next. At the beginning of the series, we see Cameraman running to help his partner. This Skibidi looked very strange. Not many of them know how to turn their neck and make it so thin. It turns out, in the next series, we will see more of these Skibidis, and someday we will see them more intelligent. Then they could deter attacks on their bases and would have more defense because they curl up like this usually only when they are flushed. It was a few times when it happened, but I will show an example of 41 episodes where they twisted to flush themselves. Yes, you can say that, so can do all of them. Only in 46 episodes. Although he heard the steps, but could not expand his head to destroy in the back of the Skibidi or just fly away. Yes, he was held by Cameraman, only it would not affect his toilet. To the left of this toilet, there was a man standing in the textures of the trunk. Who is he? This is again the one who is watching everything. But if the cameraman saw him in such close proximity, why didn't they attack? Except that he teleported again without any glow. Why wasn't it there? Because it only appears when he appears. It turns out that this agent stood and watched everything longer than this series started, as it was in Series 55. Maybe in episode 47 we saw this character, but the footage didn't get to the anti-Skibidi organization. But even if it did, why don't they do anything to the person who is in the area of the battle? I think it's because they were given the task of not touching people and not paying attention, like it was in episode 8, when they were just walking and people were watching, so their task is not to help people? Probably yes, they are just fighting against the Skibidi themselves, and they don't care about the rest of the environment. Yes, you can say that he just teleported to avoid being seen or caught, but the cameraman already saw him, and he could have done it for that reason. Only the cameraman didn't even look in that direction, and didn't say anything to his partner. We always look behind the cameraman. If he sees it, then we see it too. It's a very strange situation. That's why I think they don't care about people as it was before. In the beginning, we also saw Big Cameraman laying on Skibidi's head trying to wash him off, but he can't do anything, especially after the explosion from Big Skibidi. Why Cameraman didn't rush to help him? It's not the first time when partners leave their friends to die. It happened in episode 58. Why is this happening? I think everyone has their own goals in this war, and there are traitors who pretend to help so they won't be recognized, and he was giving all the information to Skibidi. But why would Dafook teleport to find out the information? Maybe the spy is giving the information initially, and he's already watching what's going on. But it's still weird because he could just be watching them. Next, we see a huge Skibidi. He is bigger than the others. I think it has something to do with the creation of titanium. And as we approach the scientist's base, we see more enhanced ones with stronger abilities. If the person behind the Skibidi is now watching everything, he will take action to stop them from advancing further. This Skibidi looks very unusual as it was in episode 55 with the skull. But why don't they keep reanimating dead Skibidis? It used to happen. It's because it takes a long time, and they are now trying to create a Titan Skibidi with which they will keep winning battles. I already talked about it in the analysis of episode 58. It appeared because of the smoke. But why did the smoke happen? We don't hear him moving even after the smoke. Before that, we heard explosions. It turns out after them, he just approached them, and that smoke was near Cameraman. When the operator looks at the Titans, they fly together. Although in 58 series, Speakerman flew away the very first, it turns out the second Titan is faster and stronger than him. Yes, I agree that it should be logical. After all, he was created after him. But after all, G-Man also improved him, and they gave a fight to many Titans. But Speakerman will still be more agile than him because he is lighter. Picking a slam. Not everyone will be able to. He had a lot of missiles, but he didn't use a single missile. It takes a long time to use it. Also, comparing him with Titans and G-Man, we can understand that he is very slow, but why? I think it's because of his equipment, which weighs a lot. But why do you need such a Skibidi? Because he didn't even do anything. We see how Titans move from one area to another. They didn't get the information about Titan's release, also that they clear the areas very quickly. Titan cameraman also has great speed. In a few seconds, he was able to put a lot of weapons in his mouth and then push him away and blow him up with his weapons. Just why didn't they just flush him out? As I said before, they may not care about humans, and the main thing is to destroy all the Skibidi. Then they don't need whole buildings, but I think there are shelters for humans. Because I already told you in the past videos about cameramans that they are made of human skin. Except that the flying Skibidi's missiles went off faster than his when he was attacked. What's that about? Maybe he was shocked that the Titan was freed or the wires that directly interacted with the missiles were broken. Even after many missile hits on the Titan, he still survives and flies on the toilet. But how? Because the toilet is directly dependent on the skybody. We have seen this in many past episodes, where after their death, all the equipment was turned off. It turns out that during all this time, the Titan could master the use of the toilet or could not finish Skibidi to fly to this place. After we see how they did the job and shows a thumbs up and come out a lot of Speakermans. The last time so many of them we saw in 29 series, where they were quietly dancing and they were killed by glitched toilet. Maybe they flew to the region where they lived and there was a base of Speakermans, but there before they could not get there with the army, but with Titan they got there. Only Titan was the first to fly there. It turns out he got information from his friends where to fly to help them. Some of them started dancing that they were finally saved. After they all came to the Titans, the cameraman looked at them and saw them shaking hands. They became good friends over the course of a few episodes, and the Speakermans have been waiting for their Titan to be released for a very long time. So it's a great reward for everyone that it's finally possible to destroy all the Skibidi with the help of the Titans. If they were joined by the Titan TV man, then I think the three of them had no obstacles. As we know, it's the end of Season 19. As usually happens in the beginning of new seasons, something very interesting happens, and maybe we will finally see Labs or improved G-Man with his elite allies. Against two Titans, we have to make several opponents and trap them to separate both of them for capture or destruction. Besides, they both have strength equal to G-Man, so we will have to make Skibidi for a long time. Last time we saw the weapon that electrocutes the Skibidi in 55 series, why it is not there now? As I understand, this weapon is not enough for all cameramans, and in some areas where there are big battles to which you cannot reach, they cannot put weapons also. So they need Titans to free areas from Skibidi. Otherwise, if Titans disappear, they will again lose battles, as it was before. Yes, with the advent of Titan Cameraman began to win more battles, and now every battle is a victory for the organization. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and put a bell to not miss new videos, and put a like if you like the video also to support our channel. Well, and this video ends. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.